What is up, my fellow mobile gamers? In today's video we have our best beginner's guide for Yeast Online, brand new MMORPG mobile game. We recently just put out our class overview, so if you have not checked out that video, please go ahead and check that out. We're going to go over a bunch of tips and information to help you get started in this game, but first a quick word from our sponsor LD Player, the emulator for mobile games. Play Android games on your PC using the LD Player emulator. Smooth gameplay and stable connection with the lowest amount of RAM usage possible. Play Yeast Online using any console controller with completely customizable key mapping. Run multiple accounts at once for MMORPGs. Play 2 or 3 different mobile games at the same time. And multiplayer makes re-rolling and gacha games an absolute breeze. Make sure you go ahead and you download LD Player using my affiliate link down below. All right, first thing we have is some promotional codes. So far, there are 2 known codes that I have. We're going to go to the bottom left corner to open up all of these menus at the bottom. We are then going to go to settings. And finally, in the right corner, we are going to click where it says redeem. The first code you are going to enter is pre-register with the number 1 at the end. All capital letters. And then after you go ahead and you claim that, you're just going to delete the 1 and you're going to put the number 2, and it's just going to read pre-register 2. Those are the 2 known codes that I have so far. If you know any additional ones, feel free to comment down below. Then you are going to need to go and navigate to your mail to get your rewards. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to click on the friends area, and then we're going to go to where it says mail, and this is where your pre-registration rewards should pop up. While we are in the settings, this is one thing that I want to go over. You have your sound right here. I usually turn the sound off. Nearby players, less, standard, or more. Now, depending on your device, higher end devices will be able to render more players on the screen without any effect to your game performance. If you are on a lower end device, then I would suggest putting it to less or standard. This can also help when you are doing things like the boss rush battle, where you just have tons of players on the screen and it can be hard to kind of figure out where your character is and what's going on. Next, we have graphics. You got low, medium, high, custom, high FPS. What I usually do is I always do high FPS because it gives you that 60 FPS feel and it just makes everything move so much smoother. If I move myself out of the way, this is where we can also see our name and the server we are in. We can also do things like switch our account, or more importantly, change characters. So we can have multiple characters on one server. I actually experienced this glitch and I don't know if this is for everyone or what happened. For your first recharge, it says make your first recharge to claim rewards for 3 consecutive days. Pretty much every MMORPG, a lot of mobile games have this feature in it where they try and get you to spend a little bit of money at the beginning to get you some free rewards. Usually you'll come in here, you'll do like a top up of 99 cents just to get this. However, I didn't spend any money in this game and I got the rewards. So the way this was triggered is I went into the mall and all I did was spend some of the free currency, these gems that I have that the game gives you for free. I just used a few of these in the limited mall area and it immediately like triggered on day 1 that I did a top up even though I didn't. So that's just something I want to mention that you could try out and see if it works. It was really weird. I didn't spend any money. If we go to recharge rewards, you can even see that I haven't even topped up 99 cents for 60 of those gems. Moving along to the workshop, this is a really important area that you're going to spend a lot of time enhancing your equipment. First off, go ahead and enhance all of your gear. Don't feel afraid to enhance lower tier gear because everything gets transferred. Now, the main problem that you're going to face is that once you get to stuff like +5 enhancement, you'll notice that the success rate is really low. And also, if you fail, it will reduce your level back down. I'm going to go back down to 4. And then if I fail a 4 succession rate, Then I'm going to go back down to 3. So you see, this can be a really frustrating thing to do. My number one suggestion is going to be to get the R1 Dragon Quartz. The enhancement level won't drop after a failed enhancement. These are really important. I kind of favor these over the Chaos Stones. From what I noticed, you can only equip one at a time when doing an enhancement. I wasn't able to use a Chaos Stone and a Dragon Quartz, so it's kind of like one or the other as far as I know. So I would definitely prioritize dropping the level over increasing it by 15%, especially when you get up to percentages like this, because 42%, if we add 15% to that, it's a 57% chance that we have a successful enhancement, and that's pretty low. I mean, that's like flipping a coin. If you fail, you're dropping down a level, and that's a lot of wasted materials. Is reaching your master enhancement level. Now this is fairly easy to get the first 2 levels, because all you have to do is enhance a certain amount of equipment to like level 2, and that's pretty easy. The success rate is high at that point. Moving along, we have 2 very important things we need to talk about, and that is our heroes level and the experience we can gain in this game. First off, if you go to your backpack and you click on the magnifying lens next to your level, you will see that there is a server level. So depending on your server, there is a cap for how far you can get, and it'll show you what date the next levels will unlock. Next thing you're gonna ask is, if I reach the current server level, well, what do I do with my XP? Should I just stop playing? Well, no, you shouldn't stop playing. You should still continue to play and get XP, because you can use the extra XP as a stat point. So if we go ahead to our skills and we look at the unallocated points in the bottom left corner, where I'm kind of in the way, right there where it says unallocated points, if you click this, you can go ahead and you can trade your experience points in for a skill point that you can go ahead and put on one of your character skills. So you should always continue to keep playing and grinding as much as possible. Now, one thing that I will mention is, though, that I personally would favor the leveling as more important than getting skill points. A lot of this content is level gated. If you take a look at all the events we can do, the scholar quiz, the romantic rendezvous, hero expedition, everything is level gated, and you want to always be at the highest level possible, so that way you can get this additional content unlocked to power up. Next thing that you're going to spend a lot of time with is the soul cards. This is another area where you don't need to be afraid to go ahead and enhance some of your low rarity soul cards, because when you do dismantle them, you will actually get back the stardust that you used to enhance it. Now, a very important thing you're going to be doing often is reforging. This is most importantly done with your legendary cards. If you click the little eye icon in the top right corner, it'll give you a list of the different things that you can get for re-rolling. And most important ones you want to get are the legendary effects. Right here, you'll see at a plus 12, we're getting defense, dexterity, agility, soul cards, basic attributes plus 20%. That is the most important one that you want to get. Now, leveling in this game is the most important thing, so you need all the XP you can get. When you're teaming up to do different dungeons or different types of content, you have an event XP bonus in the bottom right corner. Click this question mark and it'll give you additional information. When you team up with friends, you get a percentage of extra XP. And when you team up with guild members, you get an extra percentage XP. You can go ahead and you can stack these by partying with guild members and adding them as friends. This is a really cool trick to go ahead and get some additional XP to just help you level up faster. And that is it. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. There's a lot to cover in this game, really too much to cover for one video. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment down below and I will try and answer it, because I'm sure there's some things that you have questions on that I did not answer. Stay happy, stay safe. I'll see y'all later. Peace.